Welcome to my channel, Planning with Monserrate. We are going to be doing the Saturday DIY project, which pretty much almost every Saturday I will have you a DIY project. I'm not going to say every Saturday, but almost every Saturday. So before we begin, I'd like to tell everybody welcome. Please subscribe, hit that post notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos. Please give us a big thumbs up, leave a comment, and if you could share the video, that'd be greatly appreciated. And my cat loves to jump on my desk now so bad. Before, she didn't want to be bothered with it, but now, since I'm in my room hanging out, she wants to play or bite or aggravate. So let's begin with this DIY project. As you see here, you'll see micro notebooks. This one is a transformer nitro micro notebook. So if you're not familiar with the transformer or Frankenplan, you have a cover here and a back cover that matches. So when you open it up, I think this laminating was not correct the way they did it. If you open it like this, you're going to see both covers. So you want the inside to do the exact same thing to where you're transforming, so that the next planner, if my terms weren't in the way, it'd be better, you will see the cover and the back cover. So this is a transformer planner. At any point you want to go back to this planner, just move your terms if you have them, and there you have it. You have the back cover. Oh, I forgot a utensil. The most important part. So that is what is called a transformer planner, having multiple planners with multiple covers. And the covers they don't have to match. Like if I want to use this back, this front, and say flipping this around and use this back, you can do it. But for me, I like it to be matching, and I put these little beads there. There was one here, but it fell off. So this with this is one planner or one micro notebook, and then moving the beads again because they're a pain in my butt. This with this is another in the same disc, and these are the medium discs, the classic size discs. And I can fit all that in there with having two separate notebooks. But I actually like the back cover much better. Until I change it, because I do not like how they did this. It's like, I don't know, it's not laminated correctly or something. Something just looks off about this. But yeah, so that's that. This one here is on the tall discs, which is a little bit smaller than the classic. And then this is just the sticker book. So this is another way of having a micro notebook. This can just be, I don't have anything done here yet, but I like that as the cover. I don't know why they put that in the inside. That should have been a mistake. And yeah, so I just have like a little checklist thing that I'm going to be doing. Days off, and then note it. And then the rest is just plain paper. Well, line paper. Then I have Faith Can Move Mountains. A little tab divider, you want to call it. It's a top tab. The next one is a top tab and a bottom tab, kind of. Oh, it should be. No, that's the top tab. Anyway. And then this is line paper. You'll have more line. You'll see this one has scalloped. This one does not. And then there should be graph paper. So that's this one. So that's these. There's three. I have more than this. I have another book out there. I just don't know where it's at since we moved. So I decided to make one with the blue and yellow discs because I have tons of discs from different planners, different notebooks, different everything. So I'm like, look at all these fours I have, like I can use. So you need your discs. I'm going to leave that out to show you. So this is everything you would need. Besides, you probably want a pen of some sort. And I am going to grab the pen that I think I used. No, this one. I think I'm going to use this one. And I'll show you why. These are everything you pretty much need in your project. And then this one is the project we're going to be doing today. Well, just the covers. So you need 4 discs. And then, you know, I have tons of them to pick out of mine. So I did yellow, blue, yellow, blue. Okay. Here is the cover we're going to be making. And it would stay better if it was fuller. It's going to go like this a little bit. See, like this one, it still does it, but it's still more fuller. But if you see the disc, it's still moving around. It's gonna happen if it's not full. So with this, here is the front cover we made. Well, I made. This is the same size as the paper, so I just made a little cute little cover to go inside. You have lined paper. Another one says Fishers of Men. More lined paper. More lined paper. There's another one in here. There is graph paper as well. And I can see it peeking out right here. So I just divided a few papers together. And then just the beautiful crosses. And then the back cover. So we're going to take the back cover off and create one. So again, you're just going to need your own paper, of course. You're going to need the plastic where I'm about to show you, some discs, scissors, blade. You can use this. You can use the cutting one, the cutting mat, cutting board, whatever you want to call it. And you'll need this, hole punch, and a ruler. And of course a pen to mark your parts. So let's go over this. And this one I already marked. As you can see, the black mark. So this here, you can get a total of, what did I say it was? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 in here. So that doesn't mean 9 of them. You can get a total of 4 micros out of this one sheet. This one sheet here, as you can see, I already cut it, is this right here. It's called the Cooking Concepts at Dollar Tree. And I just did a haul and I forgot to put this in the haul. So this is the chopping mats. You get 2 pieces, 11 by 14. Carving, chopping, crafts. Well, obviously I use it for crafts. So this is a versatile chopping mat that protects countertops when preparing foods. We don't worry about that. But again, this is 11 by 14. So we're not going to use this one because I already have one out. So I'm going to show you the one that I'm going to use. But this is what we're using today. If it focuses. It's not clear because there is it's not a film, but it's like if there was a film. So it's like a frost on this side. On this side it's shiny and the material you would want to wipe clean. On this side you can still wipe it clean, but it's the frost. But you can clearly see through it. You can still see through it. So like if you put it against here, let's say we do this, you can see perfectly fine. And it protects your cover. So that's another thing you could do. But we're going to remove it. For now at least. So next what we're going to do is move this desk because my desk is getting smaller and smaller by the minute. So what you can do is move that out the way. I'm going to grab a good one. Actually, I'm going to grab the back of it. I don't want this to get damaged. Okay, so I'm going to grab the back of this one. This one here is my sticker one. My sticker micro. I'm going to use this and I'm just going to go right here. And what you can do, and I'm not going to do it because I messed up my desk doing this earlier, is measure it out from here to here and here to here. Just like so. But what I like to do is do this. Just flush it together. See, if you flush it, you can see where you need to manipulate it. And then what I like to do, because I got these big scissors for a reason, is just cut. There you go. And then you would just keep going all the way. If you had the blade, you would just cut it with the blade. Your like your recollections, you know, all kinds. And here, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna freehand it because I already have, you know, some of them made. I'm just gonna freehand it to show you. I just go up to the line, which is right here. I'm trying not to cut the other one. There. So that way I have a straight line and a straight line, and that was a straight line anyway because I didn't cut that. The only piece I cut was here and here. So this is straight, that is supposed to be straight, and now that's straight. And then you can just keep doing the same exact thing, flushing it together to get that line. Now, I'm going to show you why I didn't do it the way like somebody else would have with the blade. I'm going to show you why. I cannot do it with the blade for some reason. If I can't cut straight, there's no possible way. I like the scissors better because here, it's flushed. See, right here? I cannot cut straight. So there's no possible way. I'm going to use this one to measure it out to see where I messed up. There's no possible way I'm going to use a blade and not really get it straight. So what I do to get it straight is I just flush the other one with this, put them together, and just go around it. That way you have straight lines. Do the same thing with this one. This time I can use more of the bottom piece because the bottom piece has never been touched. And just do this. And I'm just basing it off of what I have in front of me. There you have it. Do this. Okay. You can corner round them, which this one will need to be because of the old piece I cut. You can corner around it or leave it as is if you want to get cut. Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. I had somebody knocking. Okay, and then the last piece is, I'm just going to cut this piece off. Hopefully I do it straight. Oh no, it's the top piece. I was cutting the wrong side. So I'm just making sure off, you know, like on my side, where to cut. So I'm just going to go off of what's here. And just cut that piece. And there's another one. So that's 2. So you would do the same thing for this one and the 3 that would be here. So there's 2 here and 2 here. And then this 2 make 3. And then the one I have makes 4. Okay, so that's being said, let me show you how I round the corners, and I'm terrible at it. All I do is put them together with the ones that are already rounded. And I'm, again, terrible at it. That's where these should come in handy. But it don't. So I'm going to take and just round. We're trying not to cut the new one. And you're going to see how janky it is because I'm terrible at rounding. And then I go on this side. I do the exact same thing. This is my downfall, is rounding corners. I have no idea why, but it is. Okay, so that's the mess. The pen was for marking. Where did I mark it at? Like right there. So then you just take something like a wipey or something and wipe it off. So that is why the pen is there. And this is the one we already hole punched. So let me get this corner done and see where it needs to be cut. See, I am terrible at this corner stuff. If you had a corner rounder, use that. Because if you're terrible like me at cutting corners, you're going to thank me. There we go. As you can see, my corners are not straight. When I find my corner rounder, I'll show you a better way of it. You can use the hole punch. And how I do this to make sure that they're all the same is I go by how that looks. See my corner? A little janky, but that's fine. Is I use these four. Let me blow you up so you can see this. I just lay it here. I look to see where is the beginning. So like that. And I slice it in, but I put the wrong piece in. That's crazy. Okay, so you want to take the top piece off. I took the bottom. So I'm matching the 4 with the 4 inside here. Remove the top piece and put the bottom piece. And the way you could tell it's correct is by flushing your hands together like that. And like this. Now I can seriously move this piece. And you'll hear that. And you have a hole punch. So this one I think is the back. Yes, see how it matches? So this is the back of this one. So now you want to do the front of this one, not the back. So we're going to do the exact same thing. Is I like to drop it in first though. And then flush it. So drop the one you're going to actually hole punch in first. Flush it. Make sure you have it in the right spot. Remove it. And there you have it. Perfect. So let's get some discs. The corners look janky because, again, I didn't pay attention to the corner. This goes in the back of here. But when you do yours, just make sure you're either using a corner rounder or if you know how to hole punch. I mean, not hole punch. Corner round it with a corner rounder. Okay, so this one goes in the back of here. So I'm just putting these back on. And then I'll tell you the sizes. So there's that one. This one, I think I'm going to go with these pretty pink ones. The metal. It was either that or the blue. And then just put them together. If you need to do any changes around the corners, go ahead. That would be the time. And just stick them on. And this is actually plastic. So when people say you can't punch plastic, you really can. Because I just showed you you can. And this is very old. This is like 3 years. When they first came out, I think. So here you would just take this I'm going to go into this one, since it's chunky, and I'm just going to grab some paper. I think this should be enough. So now I have 5 of these, and then I could still make more. Oh, I didn't even know I had this. You got this. So because that's pink, we'll do this one. And then later I can make a divider. So this goes here. I didn't even know I had this paper. That must have been from the wrong rung. Because I know I have the wrong micros. And there you have it. For now it's small, but it's perfect. Except for my little corner and corner here. But if I leave them square, they're perfect. So then you can just take one of these and put it here. These people and their music, oh my gosh. They're doing the upstairs. And there you have it. Yes, this is big. This is bigger than this, but let me explain why. When I did the measurements, and I'm going to do it off of, this is getting lighter now. When I did it off of here, and I'm going to show you, it's the exact same size. Come on, you're hole punched. There you go. It's the exact same size, flushed. So the size of this is when the ruler comes. You could actually use the ruler with the blade as well. Okay. So this is with the laminate 3 and a notch over a half. So it's the half plus that one little notch. You see that? So it's 3 and a half plus, it's hard to show you with this one because of the glare. You'll see a little notch, right? Let me get a pen. So 3 and a half plus this one right there. So it's just one notch over. Height wise, it is 4 and a half exactly. So 4 and a half exactly, and 3 and a half plus the notch. If you wanted to do just 3 and a half, that would be perfectly fine. And there you have it. This protects your cover, or take it out and put it on its own. I think from now on, I'm not cutting corners. I'm just going to cut myself because I cannot do it until I get my corner rounder. And I can fix it by cutting it smaller and then getting the corner rounder and corner rounding it. But there you have it. Micro notebooks at its finest. So let me get all the tools I need. So let me get all this together. Scissors, blade, the ruler. Gotta take that picture, right? And your cutting mat. This is everything you need. You'll need this, a hole punch of any sorts. If you don't have this one, you can use the Dollar Tree one, but this one definitely does work. Precision scissors, a blade, a pen, a bigger scissors if you cannot do the cutting thing, cutting mat, cutting board, a micro to measure, a ruler, and the acetate, and some paper, of course. That's all you need to make this project. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, hit that post notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos. Please give this a big thumbs up, leave a comment, and if you could share the video, that'd be greatly appreciated. Talk to you in the next one. Bye-bye.